Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another episode of Draft Day Sports Pro Basketball 2022 with the Orlando Magic. We're going to run through the offseason in this episode. I'm also going to reach out to the Wolverine Studios people after I'm done recording this and let them know about that quote-unquote bug at that screen where, unless it's not a bug, unless it's something I'm doing. I mean, I don't really remember. Maybe has something. I can't remember how I have the game set up. I don't believe. Day trade allowed salary cap increases. I guess we could have turned that on. I don't believe. I don't think it has anything to do with whether I'm set in sandbox or challenge mode. Because, I mean, he has tried to fire me in the past. So I'm not in sandbox mode, but you shouldn't be able to just, tell your boss to go screw himself year after year after year. And then, actually, we're going to change this here, though. Year after year after year, though, and be able to keep your job. So I'm going to ask him about that, and we will see if it's something they can take a look at, because it defeats the whole purpose of challenge mode if you can just tell your boss to kiss your ass and then and then just do it yourself. Anyway, so we are in the postseason. From a, I guess, draft pick perspective, we just have ours. No, we have ours and Chicago's. So we have ours and the Bulls. And the Bulls finished... I don't remember what we have for picks, because we just went through the lottery. I think we were like 12th or something like that, if I remember correctly. I don't think we moved up at all. So we're going to have a couple of draft picks in this, a couple of picks in this draft. So there's the, how do you think things are going to do? We should be a playoff team. You won't have to pay the luxury tax. Yeah, see, and these never change. So I wonder if, I feel like if we go to the office, we have to keep Grunman and make the playoffs. Okay, I feel like that should change based on what, like they do in out of the park baseball, right? Where your owner has certain demands, or your owner is a penny pincher, or he's patient, or something like that. I feel like you should get the same sort of answers, from your owner. So your owner should have certain personality traits that maybe he's willing to give you more money, but he's got a shorter leash, or maybe he is really, really patient but doesn't want to spend any money. It seems like all the owners are the same. They won't spend the luxury tax. And if you miss the playoffs, 2 years in a row, you lose your job. So it's just, it's tough, which isn't a bad thing, but I just think it would add some flavor if you had some different personalities. At any rate, it's the off season, so let's move forward. Do we have to hire anybody? We do. We have to hire 2 assistant coaches. Okay, and one of them needs to be a good player developmentalist or something. I don't know what the right term is. And the other one needs to be good at, I would say, evaluating defense. Those are the 2 that I'm going to look for. So development and defense are the 2 I'm going to look for here. So let's see what we got. 94. There you go, Damon Green. Oh, we only have $1.9 million, but that's fine. That's the guy I want. He wants 1.186,783 for 4 years. That player development is huge. And then our third assistant, we want someone who's good at evaluating defense. We have plenty of money to sign the guy we want, so I think we just, because Terrence Sagister, that's all he's good at, is evaluating defense. Monty Mathis is a little bit better at potential player development and evaluating offense. That's fine. We're going to go Sagister because I want the better defense. So he wants 640 4.55, 4.3 seasons. I can do that. And let's advance a day and make sure we get both of those guys. Orlando and Orlando, so we got them both. If we look at our staff now. Yeah, 5-star player development. Now we have 3 3-star players that are developed. Look at this guy's really good. 4-star evaluating potential, 5-star player development. Wow. Okay. Anyway, we got our staffing. So we went 58 and 24 last year. I mean, that was a damn good season. You know, we got off to a really bad start. We were, 8 and 10? So we went 50 and 14 in our last 64 games. I'd say that's pretty good. But we have a lot of stuff that we're going to have to look at. Jalen Suggs' contract is up. Yeah, I mean, this isn't much of a roster right here. Grunman, Pepper, Thomas, Thibault, Williams, Capella, and Bradley. It's not much of a roster at all. Thankfully, we have 2 first-round picks. Hopefully, we can land ourselves a solid top pick. Yeah, we are picking 12th and 29th. So they think we're going to take Diago Batista. Where is he? Not even on the list. Where is he? Out of Brazil, a 19-year-old, huh? I didn't scout and didn't sign him any points. I guess we can add him to the draft board since our scouts think he's good, but all right, so they think Dion Stetson is going to go first, a 22-year-old small forward out of Wichita State. I can see that. We're just going to get all these top guys because we might look to move up here. Ahmad Foreman. He's not particularly good. I'm looking for maybe some the underrated type players. B scoring, B defense. It's not terrible. Look at an Anthony Minor. Justin Hart, 7th. I like that A scoring, A rebounding, A steals, but I don't think he'll fall to me. Kyle Johnson's only 19, but has A scoring. Where is he? Okay, so he could be a possibility for us. Neil Powell, Ray Ferguson, only 2 stars by the rating system, but 3 stars by us. A scoring, B steal, B defense, B handle, yeah. Out of a shooting guard, yeah, they have him rated to go 7th. Todd Ward. This could be a one and done for Clint Capella. We may end up moving him. Who else do we want to look at? This guy's not really any good D score. I mean, he's elite defensively. We can bring him in and look at him. You know, he might not make a bad late round pick. Greg Howard. Trey Hunter, I like that A scoring and B defense. Troy Asbury, good handle, good defense, could be a good backup point guard. Corey Allen. Our scouts aren't crazy about him, but B scoring, B handle, A steal, A defense. That looks pretty damn good to me. Yeah, I guess we'll just look at these 2 guys. Oh, it's a 19-year-old Ashley Brown. He's just not that good. C's across the board. Let's look at Junior Logan. B, passing. He's a power forward, so he's not going to have. C's at everything, B, defense, sure. All right, let's run the workouts. We have 2 picks. We have the 12th and the 29th. That, knowing how the game engine works, that should allow us to trade up into the top 10 if we really wanted to. So let's get right into the draft. And start the draft. Let's pause. First things first, let's go to the trade block, and there's not really anybody on this team that I would say is untradeable. I will move anybody on this roster. So we'll see what sort of offers. Yeah, this could be a complete teardown. And if we are going to tear down, here's the deal. If we do end up tearing down, I will game the system again and just let me go forward if it lets me. Because I look at what we have here, and this just, no Zach LaVine, no Jalen Suggs. This is not a good team. This right here is not a good team. It wants us to keep Grunman, so I'll take him off the trade block, and it wants us to make the playoffs. So if we keep Grunman and make the playoffs, that should be enough. But we will see how it goes. So let's see who the first pick is. Freddy Rozier. So we went to the Clippers. So let's look at Freddy Rozier of the Clippers. Wow, 3-star, 4.5-star power forward. He was I think the last guy I looked at, wasn't he? Good scoring. Yeah, he's going to be pretty good. Okay. Let's look at the trade offers. Ron Snow and a second for Thibault. Let's take a look at that. Who is Ron Snow? Nope. 1-star, 2-star. I'm good. All right. Second pick. Actually, let's go here. Let's go to the war room. So we have the 12th pick and the 29th pick. So we could, if we move up, look at all this talent, man. Wow, this draft is friggin' loaded. B scoring, A stealing, A defense. Trey Hunter, A scoring, B rebounding, B defense. A scoring, A rebounding out of a small forward. 17 rebounds a game at 6'7", 204. Justin Hart. Wow, okay. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to see if we can find a team that basically what I want to do is I want to see if we can move Clint Capella. We can get Clint Capella off the books and trade him for someone who's got a bad contract, but only for 1 year. We can renounce the rights to that contract, presumably coming up right after the draft. I believe that's how it works. So let's go through some teams here and see if we have anybody with a really bad option, a really bad contract for 1 year. Excuse me. Oh, except no, anybody who's on a 1 year contract, that's going to take their contract into next year, right? Yeah, because Thibault's contract is for this upcoming season, 2026. Yeah. So, all right. That just means we might have to get creative come free agency. So is there anybody who's on a 1 year deal that's like Porzingis? See, it's just not cap legal, though. That's the problem. There's got to be somebody out there who's making like $35 million on a 1 year deal. There has to be. Who's in the last year of a contract worth $35 million, or was my contract just that bad? See if we bring back Ayton. Nope. Yeah, this could be a very different looking team next season. Which could be fun. It could be fun. I wish I could trade for these guys that are on that have team options. Or I don't know if they're team options or player options, but options. So that's cap legal. As soon as I add the pick, though, it goes over to them. Okay. Or it goes over to us. Yeah, I don't know that we're going to be able to trade. I don't know that we're going to be able to trade Capella here at the draft. That might be a post-draft thing. Yeah, all right, that's fine. So let's just move ahead a couple of picks. There goes Elton Preston, center. Jason Lalane and Donnie Martin. Donnie Martin, no. Jason Lalane, meh. Nope, okay. Next pick, Justin Hart. Ron Snow in a second for Thibault. Kurtz in a second for Roy Thomas. Who is Kurtz? Meh. All right, so it is San Antonio's turn. There's still 3 5-star potential players available. I mean, we could try to trade up and go with the youngster Reggie Atkins. We could pick up a stud. There's really only 3 what look like can't miss. Atkins, Hunter, and Stetson. Greg Howard, A scoring, C defense. Yeah, he's definitely a step backwards. Thiago Batista. This is the one that they said was going to fall to us. Now it's David Watson. Here's the thing. If we bring back Suggs, we don't really need Batista. But I would love, if I could get Atkins and Batista, get a couple of stud 19-year-olds, man, that would be so cool. All right, let's talk to San Antonio here. Does that get us anywhere close? No. What about that? Does that get us anywhere close? The 12th pick and the 48th pick for the 4th pick? No. All right. So we're just going to have to see what they do. They took Trey Hunter, which is fine. So we'll take a look at the next pick, see if we can move up. Because I would love to be able to move up and keep the number 12 pick. That would be ideal for me. Lakers are on the clock. They took Stetson. Okay. So that's fine, though, because Atkins was the one I had my eye on. So Atkins and Batista, if there's some way I can make that happen. All right, so who has the next pick? Mavericks. Oops, getting some background information there. Let's go to Dallas. 57 and 25 Dallas. So I want your 6th pick. Does this get me anywhere close? Talk to me when you have a real offer to make. What about that? What about 12 and 48? Does that get me there? Very far apart on a deal. What if I gave you 12 and 29? I don't want to give up both picks. That's the problem. $12 and 29? Does that do it? No. Okay. So our guy is still there. Reggie Atkins is still there. All right, who's up now? The Phoenix Suns. I don't know that we're going to be able to do this, but I'm going to try my damnedest. So 29 and 48 for the 7. A real offer to make. What about 12 and 48 for 7? That feels fair. Very far apart. Nope. Kyle Johnson. Okay. All right, so we're getting there. We are getting there. I can't imagine that there's going to be that Reggie Atkins is going to be there at 12. I can't. I can't imagine he's going to be there. All right, so we got the Hornets on the clock now. Not where I wanted to go. 29 and 48 for 8. 12 and 48 for 8. Considerably more in return. All right, let's keep our fingers crossed, guys. And there he goes. Damn it. All right, let's see how good he actually was. 3-star, 3.5-star. Yeah. That sucks. That sucks. Okay. Not a great score. Pretty good defensively. Decent enough shooter. He's only 19, so plenty of room for growth. So Houston now. I still want to trade up. If I can keep that 12 pick and I can move up to like 9 and 12. Shoot. I guess the 12th pick, 9th pick, and a second rounder down the road. Not kidding. All right. Todd Ward. Okay, so we are at 10 now, right? Yeah. I want to make sure that we can at least get one of the two. Bucks. So I get the 10th pick. So give me the 10th. I'll give you the 29th and the 48th. Very far apart. I can't imagine it's going to cost that much to move up 2 spots. Considerably more in return. Neil Powell. Okay. So here we are. We are at the 11th pick. Oh, here's a deal. Cole Anthony and Jayshawn Tate for Clint Capella, a first and a second. That's a terrible deal. No, I'm good. So do we think... What does Detroit need? They're weak at... Yeah, I can't imagine they would take a point guard. They got Kobe White there right now. Cade Cunningham. We're just going to go ahead and... Okay, they took Ashley Brown. Okay. So our pick is there. I think... I don't think we overthink this. Our staff has him rated at 5 stars. The rating service has him rated at 3. He's 19 overall. A scoring, B stealing, B handling. He's not great defensively, but that looks like a good point guard. Very good work ethic, a pure shooter. We are going to take Thiago Batista with the number 12 overall pick. Let's keep our fingers crossed and see. 3-star, 4-star. Let's go. All right. 84, 64, 76, 79 scoring. Defense is passable. He's got good handle. We found our point guard of the future. So now maybe we bring Suggs back and put Batista alongside him in the backcourt. We have an elite defensive forward in Maurice Williams, so that's nice. All right, now let's see what's left. I'm really happy with that pick. Junior Logan. Love a full team full of guys like Junior, good scorer, good defense, average at everything else. Corey Allen. Elite defensively again, average work ethic. All right, let's sim a couple of picks, see what is available, and then see if we can move up again. Xavier Laster. So they still want that first-round pick for Capella, which I'm not willing to do. Matt Samuels. Okay, so players that we weren't looking at. There goes Junior Logan. Okay, so he went to the Jazz. So let's see what he was. See if that's somebody we should trade up for. 2-star, 2.5-star. He's not great. That's fine. Snow in a second. No and no. All right, so Corey Allen. Great defense. Ray Ferguson. Good handle, good defense. I mean, I would like to get ourselves a Corey Allen. He looks pretty good. Can we trade up and get a Corey Allen? Who's up? New Orleans is up now. Okay, so let's go to New Orleans. 16 pick for the 29 and the future second. Very far apart. What about this year's second? Okay. All right, so that works. So we get New Orleans first-round pick. That allows us to move up, and that allows us now to make our pick. And is that pick going to be Corey Allen? Or is it going to be Ray Ferguson? I think it's going to be Corey Allen. Doesn't have the scoring, but good. I mean, average work. Great defense. Good hands. Or do we go after someone like Anthony Minor? Yeah, he's... inconsistent on the offensive end. Plenty of room for improvement defense. And he's older, so I think he's out of the picture. We don't need another point guard. It comes down to Allen or Ferguson. So Ferguson is the better score. I think maybe it's Ferguson. He's 6'7". I mean, he could play small forward. Average work ethic. He's a good enough scorer, good handler, good defense. I think we go Ray Ferguson. A little bit smaller than Corey Allen, but maybe we can get him to bulk up in the... He's a year older, though. Corey Allen... Good free throw shooter, moves well laterally, can split defenders, can be too aggressive, questionable hands, problem defending stronger guys. But it says he has an A defense. Still learning the game. He's 22. Ooh, this is tough. This is tough. I feel like Ray Ferguson's the better pick. 6'7", 187, 6'9", 209. Yeah, I mean, he could play small. We're going to take Ray Ferguson. And let's see what that trade looks like. So, crap. Yeah, that one's no good. Good defensively. All right, well, he'll be a decent backup guard then. But Thiago Batista, really solid pick. Okay. We'll wait and see what the other guy was. Aaron Creighton, Johnny Hare. Trade offer. Josh Hart and a second for Thibault. No. Going to give me a first. I'll take that. No, I'm not kidding. All right. Jimmy Sullivan. Was that the guy? No, it's Corey Allen is the one we're looking for. Steve Davis. Drew Scott. I mean, if he's still there in a few picks, we may see what we can do. Drew Watson. Neil Davis. I mean, he's still there. THT for Thomas. No. Darcel Johnson. He's still there. He's still there. I mean, can we move up? I mean, we don't have any more picks, so we might have to move future picks, but 27th pick overall, it's Dallas. Okay. So what would Dallas want for the 27th overall pick? What if we give you a first down the road? Not quite enough value. What if we give you first and a second? Not quite enough value in the deal. All right, so they don't have any money either, but maybe we can give them a bit better player and we can take back like Bradley. I want to keep Bradley because of his defense, but Thomas offensively I think is still a little better, right? 58 scoring, 47 scoring. Yeah, I mean, he's better offensively. Bradley is better defensively. So he's a better rebounder. He's better defensively. So what if we did something like this? It's not even cap legal yet, so let's sort that out first. Yeah, they don't have anybody that they can trade to me that would. And I'd like to keep Thomas around because he can play that backup four. Bradley really can't. All right, well, let's just keep our fingers crossed. There goes Corey Allen, of course. All right, let's see what he was. That was Dallas, right? Okay, so they were both bad. Allen is 1.5 star, 2 star, so we didn't really lose out on anything there. So let's go ahead and send the end of the draft because we don't have a second-round pick. All right, so one good pick, one pick that was meh. Hopefully that second pick can develop, but we'll see. So let's end the draft. And now we have some interesting decisions to make here. We have some interesting decisions to make. So we can renounce Devontae Graham. We can, I guess we'll renounce all the small contracts first. We're probably going to renounce Levine at this point. It gets us under the cap, and then we can try to move on from Capella as well. Yeah, I think it's time to say goodbye to Mr. Levine. I mean, he had another decent season last year. He had 4 good years with us. But the ratings are starting to drop. He's starting to get a little older. The efficiency wasn't as good. The per 36 numbers were not nearly as good. And I think before we renounce, we will try to see if we can sign and trade. But we will renounce everybody else. Martin, yeah, we're just going to renounce everybody. Lamont Clay was a former draft pick, right? Yeah, whatever. That $97,000 isn't gonna help us at all. All right, so if we renounce Levine, that puts us under the cap. But I would almost rather move Capella keep Levine, keep Suggs, and go from there. I mean, that's what I would prefer. So we'll just do that. And we can renounce the rights to Levine once free agency starts if we can't find a sign and trade for him, which may be what I ultimately do. We have to improve our defense right from the beginning. So let's go ahead and invite all these players to, yeah, he's going to be good. That was a good pick. Let's place him on the summer team. Place him on the summer team. He's still out. He's out for 8 more days. Place him on the summer team. Place him on the summer team. Place him on the summer team. And that's everybody. All right. I'm looking forward to getting Williams back. That defense will be pretty useful. Martin Lingle, we can invite him. What do we need? We need a shooting guard. So who's got the best jump shot? Let's go after Leandro Bolmaro. Backup point guard. Gerald Johnson looks good with that 90 handle. A couple of big men wouldn't be bad. DJ Caspers, he can rebound, he can play some defense. Stephen Kelly, we can bring him in as well. We need, what, 2 more? Yeah, so it doesn't really matter. Who's the best scorer? Kareem Main, sure. And who's the best defensive player left? Jerome Barnes, absolutely. I am recording, right? I am recording. Wow, I'm already at 40 minutes. Damn, okay. It's going to be a long video. Let's advance to the Summer League. I really just want to bring Suggs back. That's my big thing. I want to bring Suggs back and see if we can run it back with that. So, yeah. That's 32 points in his debut. Pepper, 25 and 10. Scoring's not very good. He's not all that good a player, honestly. I mean, he's still young, but he's not that good. He's got good inside shooting. He's a good rebounder. He's okay defensively, and that's about it. Ferguson was our other pick. Good defensively. I mean, again, good backup 2-guard. I'm happy with Batista. If I could put Batista and Suggs in my backcourt, that would make me very happy. 100-95 loss. Yeah, we could be looking at a very different team next year. Free agency could be very interesting if we can move some of the other contracts that we have. Try to rebuild the team from scratch, so to speak. 116 to 101 wins. We're 2-1 in the Summer League. Batista with another good game, 19 and 7. Thomas 12 and 8. Pepper with a good game. I'd be happy to move on from Pepper if I could get somebody to take Capella's contract. Capella was really we're going to go for it type of move. So there will be somebody who has the cap space. It's just a matter if we can find some way to make it work. Batista with a good game again. He looks pretty solid. I'm glad that we didn't have to move up to take him. Not that it mattered since our second pick was garbage, but so we're 3-2 in the Summer League. I don't know if we're going to move on, but Batista with another good game, 18. Ferguson had his best game, 22. Do we move on, or is our Summer League is over? The Suns beat the Knicks, 8-0 for the Suns. So that should be free agency now. Let's look here. Diego Batista led the Summer League in scoring. He was third in assists. I would say he is pretty damn good. All right, so free agents. What do we got? Luka Doncic, Antetokounmpo, Trae Young, Thomas Powell, SGA, Jason Tatum. Wow, a lot of names on this list. Wow. Money isn't probably his top concern, but we got his bird rights. From what we've heard, he's looking to play with better talent than what we have. So, maybe this Okay. Well, we'll see. We will see. All right. So, what do we got? Thomas Powell, 24-year-old. He's an RFA. Antetokounmpo's 32. Luka on there at 27. Trae Young, Adebayo, SGA, Tatum. Man, there's a lot of talent here. Embiid, De'Aaron Fox. There's Levine, Mitchell, Porter, Suggs. I mean, is it that important to me that we bring back Jalen Suggs, or do we... I mean, let's... I mean, I think I would be okay with this. Assuming both players would take it. 84, 74, 86, 93 scoring, 82. Yeah, I mean, neither of them will take the deal. All right, so I think we're not even going to bother with Suggs or with let's go to contracts with Levine. So we're just going to go ahead and renounce. Yeah, we just don't. We got to move Capella. That's move number one has got to be to move Clint Capella. So we need to find a team that has the cap space to try to take that contract without taking anything of significance back. Really is the goal here. So we could trade him straight up for a first. I think it's as soon as you add a player to the deal, the game doesn't know what to do with it and says, no, we're good. But I could trade Capella straight up to Charlotte for a first. So that's good to know. So are there any other teams out there that have $40+ million in cap space that could just take his contract? Golden State. I don't think they would take it. I mean, they're bad enough that I would be happy to make that deal. Let's see if there's anybody else. Grizzlies. Oh, they got rookie on their team. Good for them. I mean, maybe they'd be interested in a Clint Capella for a first-round pick in Memphis. Pair up John Elliott, John Morant, and Clint Capella. And I feel like that's going to go through. So I wanna just make sure there are no other better options out there. New Orleans, they don't have quite enough. Phoenix is almost there. So I would only need to take back a couple $1 million. Yeah, I don't think they're going to take that, though. So right now, I think Milwaukee is the front runner. I think Milwaukee is the front runner for Capella. Washington, yeah, they won't take him though. Like, I mean, if I ask for a first, it's going to come back and say, I mean, let's just try it. Yeah, talk to me when you have a real offer to make. Okay. So let's go to Milwaukee. 37 and 45. First round pick. It wasn't Milwaukee. Who the hell was it? It was somebody with a 500. Memphis. That's what it was. Memphis. First and a second for Clint Capella. Considerably more in return. What about just the first? Not quite enough value in the deal. All right. Well, I can't give you too much more. I don't have a whole lot more to give. I want Thibault because of the defense. So who was the other team that we looked at that had the money? Do I really want to make Charlotte better? That's kind of the other thing. Do I really want to make Charlotte that much better? But am I really? I mean, they got LaMelo Ball. Oh, they got Reggie Atkins. He was the one I wanted, right? I had to look. I mean, can I get 2 firsts out of Charlotte? They're just going to be really, really good. Look at all those players. Yeah, I can't make them that good. All right, so maybe we just send them out to the West and we send them to San Antonio for first and a second. Okay, so that moves Capella to San Antonio. So we have $40 million. So we can sign one big free agent and bring back. Actually, I want to go. Let's look at Charlotte for a second because they had. Yeah, Atkins isn't that much, but he was the 19-year-old, right? Is he the 19-year-old? Yeah. So would you be interested in something like this? They would. And I would actually be okay with this because he's cheaper, younger, still has room to grow. 66 defensively versus he's already better defensively. He is a better outside shooter. The scoring is better. Not quite enough value in the deal. All right, so we just made 2 deals there, and we got the guy that we wanted initially in the draft, which was Reggie Atkins. So Thiago Batista, we picked up a couple of 19-year-olds. So this is a reboot. This is a reboot, but we can still sign a big-time free agent and bring back Jalen Suggs. So now let's take a look at free agents and see what we can do. We have Suggs' bird rights, so I'm not concerned about that. I mean, do we go big or go home? Yeah, he's not crazy about. He's got a lot of friends on the team. Doesn't get along with Tony Bradley. Chances right now, Mavericks are the front runners. He wants 33. I can't do this one. We'll do this one. So what would he want? That's the maximum contract we can offer, even though we have $40 million over the cap. I don't think he'll take it. We'll need to find somebody who, I mean, I would love to bring in a Jason Tatum. He's not interested in us either. That's the problem. Josh Giddey. We don't really need a point guard. I think we hand it off to Batista. Why can't I scroll around here? I mean, Powell's an RFA. That sucks. If he wasn't an RFA, that would be the guy with that scoring. We could just make him a defense. We could just make him a defenseman or a shooting guard. What is going on here? Why can't I get to? Why won't this let me scroll down? Anyway, we'll figure it out. Powell, Doncic, Young, SGA. They all want the same thing, and their interest is all 2 stars. So that's not ideal. Greg Bobbitt. Okay, so what is... Okay, so he's interested in coming back. His demand isn't huge, so I think we can pretty much guarantee that we're going to bring Suggs back. Scotty Barnes doesn't want quite the maximum. There's Franz Wagner. We could bring him back. Josh Giddey. I just feel like if we throw all of our money at Luka or Tatum or something like that, that ultimately he's not a very good offensive rebound. He's a very good defensive rebound. He's okay defensively. If we bring, I think we need to be assuming we're going to be coming back with Suggs. I think that can be an assumption. And we're okay at power forward. So center, small forward, and I guess point guard. I guess. Feel like throwing money at Tatum. Michael Porter is good defensively. His scoring isn't quite as good. All right, let's do it. Let's throw a max contract at Jason Tatum. I can't imagine that he's going to take it. And here's the issue. Suggs isn't an RFA, so we can't wait on him. So let's go to Jalen Suggs, and he wants to come back, so let's offer him $25 for 5 years with a 2.5% increase. Okay. Let's go. I don't know how well that's gonna. I mean, if we can get both Tatum and Suggs, I think we're in good shape. I don't think we're going to be able to land a big-time free agent this year, though. Teams aren't interested. We aren't going to be particularly good. This is going to be a growth year. Okay, so he didn't like that deal at all. That's fine. So let's just offer him. So 27. Let's try 26.5. 5 years with a 3.5% increase each season. Cannot offer more than the max. Oops. Let's offer that. And let's see what happens. So if we sign them both, then we get the we still have the mid-level exception to maybe find a center, because right now our starting center is Tony Bradley, which I'm not thrilled about, but so I'll come back when we get a bid. Okay, we're back, and holy crap. We signed Jalen Suggs to a 5-year contract worth $141 million, and we signed Jason Tatum to a 4-year contract worth $144 million. So there you go, guys. There's our rebuild. We now have Jalen Suggs, Jason Tatum, Jason Grunman. We now just need, and a couple of elite rookies. We've got Thiago Batista, who will likely be our starting point guard. Suggs will move over to the shooting guard position. Jason Tatum is our new walking bucket at the 3. Jason Grunman is the 4. And right now our number 5 is Tony Bradley. So I think... wow, that was unexpected. I did not anticipate that given Tatum's essentially 2-star rating. Rebounding. Rudy Gobert. Oh, he wants a lot of money. Okay. Zubac. Miles Turner. I can't offer him what he would want. At least I don't think I can come anywhere close to it. Yeah. Mid-level is 5.8. Yeah, we're not going to be able to do a ton here. Robert Williams? Nope. I mean, unless we trade... Because Bradley's good defensively. But if we can take a small step back defensively and get somebody who's a better rebounder. Part of the issue is Grunman. And I'm not sending him anywhere. He's a 20-point-a-game scorer, but he doesn't do anything else. So, yeah. He doesn't do anything else. So looking for somebody who's maybe a better rebounder, but maybe not. Well, I don't know. I mean, I think we're okay. I think I'm okay with Bradley as my starting center, with Suggs and Tatum out there as my Suggs, Tatum, and Grunman will get me plenty of offense. We've got Thibault, who's elite defensively, Maurice Williams, who's elite defensively, Tony Bradley, who's elite defensively. So maybe the answer isn't another great defensive player. I mean, look at this. We have 4 players that are 70 or higher, including 3 that are over 80. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So maybe because right now our starting lineup is probably Grunman, Suggs, Batista, Tatum, and Bradley. So that gives us Thibault, Williams, Ferguson, and Thomas on the bench. So we don't really have a lot of scoring on the bench. So maybe we use the mid-level to try to find some scoring. Sort of a big man who can score. Thomas isn't terrible. I mean, that scoring is really bad, but he can at least shoot. I mean, maybe a shooting guard is the way we go. Moses Moody. I mean, he's got a good shot. Averaged 9 points a game last year. Only 25. Let me shut this off. What does Mikal Bridges want? He wants 20. If I can find somebody who wants under 10, I might be able to offer him the mid-level at, 6 or whatever, and that might work. Vivaldo Giannini. Let's advance another day, just so I can get some more meetings on the books. So Hawks re-signed Trae Young. Knicks re-signed Zubac. So if we remove, I think the only position we can comfortably remove is small forward and point guard, at least from a free agent for the mid-level exception perspective. We're not going to be able to sign any of these guys. The scoring, yeah, it bumps their demand up super high. Unless it's an older player. What about T Rose? Yeah, he wants $21 million. Jaren Jackson. Yeah, I'm getting a little too ahead of myself here with or a little out ahead of my skis, I guess. I guess should be looking at some lower rated players for the mid-level. Aaron Gordon's up there in age. Nope. Yeah, these players all want like $18 million. It's just not going to cut it. Xavier Tillman, we could bring him back. Or was that in my other save? I don't remember. The leagues are all starting to sort of get combined here. What about Quentin Grimes? 52 scoring, 73 handle. He's pretty good defensively. I would really love Rudy Gobert, but he wanted like $30 million or something. Dario Saric, no. Or Robert Williams. Not a great scorer, but good. Again, it's not the defense I'm concerned about. I think we're pretty solid defensively. He wants 9.8. I mean, if I offered someone like Quentin Grimes, I don't really need a shooting guard, though. Drummond, no. Tobias Harris. Gotta advance ahead of day. And we're going to end up signing a couple of players to minimum contracts. What is going on here with my phone? There we go. So the Heat re-sign Adebayo. Milwaukee re-signs Dylan Brooks, Sharif Cooper, Gordon, Miles Turner back to Indy, Kemba to Indy, Robert Williams to Philly, and Andrew Wiggins to the Heat. All right. I got to end this thing eventually here. We are closing in. No, we're over an hour. We are at an hour 5. All right. I keep coming back to Gobert. I keep scrolling down and going, yep, there's the guy I want. But does he still want $30 million? Yep. I'm going to offer him the mid-level at 5.8. Let's just try it. Maybe he really wants to play in Orlando. Let's see what happens. My guess is the offer just gets kicked out and we come back the next day. Utah resigns Jalen Adams, Minnesota resigns Naz Reid, and the Trailblazers Charles Bassey, and it is going to, it just kicks the offer out. It's not a surprise. I had to try it. All right, so from a point guard, I think we actually do need a point guard because I think Suggs, because Ferguson's not great, so I think we need a fourth guard. Yeah, all right, let's try point guards instead. All right, what's left? There's a lot left. Killian Hayes. He's not good defensively. I come back to Devontae Graham, who had a good year for us and is good defensively. I think we just come right back and talk to him. And we offer him the mid-level and see if he'll come back for the mid-level. And then we can fill in those other positions at the end of free agency with minimum contracts and whatnot. Does he come back to us? Milojevic, no. In fact, I think he just booted the offer. Yeah, he's just not interested at that dollar amount, at least not yet. All right, let's advance a couple of days here. We got a week, so it's the 27th. Free agency ends on the 4th. And I'm happy with the way this offseason has gone, guys. Really, really happy. Picked up 2 really, really good 19-year-olds in the draft and via trade in the draft. We re-signed Jalen Suggs, and we pick up Jason Tatum. So Mikal Bridges to Cleveland, John Collins back to Atlanta, Garuba, Gillespie, Hachimura. Jaren Jackson signs with Charlotte. Michael Porter in Golden State. Okay, I think we get up to like August 1st and see if we can see if anybody's demands come down at that point. A lot happened, and these are all tender offers. So Scotty Barnes, Dosunmu resigns, Embiid resigns with Philly, Gobert signs with Washington, Levine signs with the Pelicans, 4 years, $115 million for Zach. Good luck to him in New Orleans. A lot of tender offers. And now, yeah, I said we were going to get up to August 1st, so let's just do that. Yeah, really, really pleased with the way I think we got younger. I think we got super athletic. I think we have enough offense with Suggs, Tatum, and Grunman. I think we'd have 3 20-point-a-game scorers. We've got some really, really good defense, especially off the bench. So we should be able to mix and match there nicely. Mo Bamba, Bradley Beal resigns in Atlanta. Milanovic matches the offer that he got, so he resigns in Miami. We got to advance 2 more days, and then we'll see if we can find somebody who wants $5.8 million. And I think the next player to move from the team is probably Grunman. He's a good scorer, but I think now that we have Suggs and Tatum locked up long term, finding a better fit for that power forward might be the better move. So there goes Devontae Graham. Signed a big contract. Tobias Harris with the Spurs. Ooh, Buddy Hield may have been a good option. Kevin Huerter. Shake Milton to Phoenix. Okay, so I think there's still going to be some options. But I do want to sim ahead one more day. I gave myself that date as the cutoff date, so that's what we're going to do. And I think we'll still be able to find a good backup ball handler, because I think for the majority of the season, Suggs is going to be the point guard. Or the shooting guard. We'll have him play the point during the game, but given the number of injuries that are in this game, I think it's in our best interest to have a veteran point guard there on the bench to help us moving forward. So, Terry Rozier, yeah, we were never going to sign him to that kind of deal. Okay, so let's see what's available now. It's August 1st. We got 3 days left of free agency. Let's just look at point guards. What's left? De'Aaron Fox is still out there. Kai Bowman, Marcus Smart. Hell yeah. Give me some Marcus Smart. Abso-friggin-lutely. And then we need a big man. We just don't have enough big men on the roster. So find somebody who can rebound maybe. Who's the best rebounder left? I mean, these guys, they're true centers. Maybe Labasseres, because he's a bit of he's a little bit of a shot. And we can offer him minimum. He's interested in coming, so that should be pretty easy. And then let's look at power forwards. Zach Collins. What about Eric Pascal? Oh, wow, really? Okay. Sure. All right, let's see if we can bring in Smart, Pascal, and Labasseres to fill out our bench. Absolutely. Imagine having Marcus Smart and Matthias Thybulle on your in your backcourt. We're going to make things difficult for the opposition. We aren't going to set up the roster in this episode, guys, since we're already at an hour and a half. All right, so did we sign? We signed Marcus Smart. We signed Labasseres. And still nothing on Pascal yet. Let's see if we can fill out the roster with Eric Pascal. He's not there anymore. Where'd he go? I don't think he signed, did he? No, he didn't. Signed with somebody else. Okay, that's fine. Harrison Barnes might not be a bad end of the bench guy. Will he take 2-6? Okay, well we couldn't get Pascal. It's a bit of a disappointment, but we'll be okay at power forward because Tatum can play the 4 as well. So Tatum can play the 4, Thomas can play the 4. So we'll just have to mix and match and play players at different positions, which is fine. Okay, so we signed Harrison Barnes. All right, cool. So there is our roster. Wow, free agency. That was a handful, man. We did a lot there to make our team. So we're different. We're definitely different. I think, like I said, I think we're a lot more maybe a lot more flexible because technically Tatum can play the 3. I mean, he can be a swing man. So he can play the 3, the 4, and the 5. Suggs can play either guard position. I think Batista eventually can play either position. We got Smart and Thybulle coming off the bench. We have 2 19-year-old studs. I think we're in decent shape. All right, so what do we got here? Rookie options. Yeah, we will accept his. And we will accept his. I'm excited to see what Maurice Williams can give us, too, with his defense. Scout. the draft. We have 403 points. Let's just dump them all in here. Training camp. And I think we're going to call it here, guys. I think we're going to do training camp next time because I do want to go into each player and set their training camp ratings and what I'd like them to work on. Like Batista, I want him to work on his outside shooting. I want him to work on his passing. I want him to work on his defense. Maurice Williams, I want him to work on his defense and his rebounding. I just want him to be just a bear defensively to play against. Atkins, I want him to work on his shooting and his scoring. I need him to be a bit more of a scorer. So I'm going to work on that next time. So guys, that is the end of the episode. We are a completely rebuilt team. We have a 4.5 star, a 4-star, a 3.5 star. I mean, we are a pretty solid team. We got some good young talent mixed in with some talent in the mid-20s, and then we have some very specialized type people. I mean, look at some of these defensive ratings. I mean, Smart isn't what he once was, but we now have 5 players with a plus 70 defensive rating, 8 with 65 or up. So I'm excited. So that is going to do it for this episode. Let me know what you thought of the moves we made here this offseason. As always, guys, I appreciate you watching. I appreciate the support, and I'll talk to everybody soon. Bye-bye.